Hey now! What is up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I just got done watching a film that I cannot believe it took me this long to watch. And I know that there are other movies where it takes me decades, or it took me decades, to finally sit down and watch. So I'm not saying, in the grand scheme of things, that it's that long, but still, it took about 4 years for me to sit down and finally watch The Hitman's Bodyguard. This is a 2017 film that was directed by Patrick Hughes. And the plot is we meet Ryan Reynolds, who plays Michael Bryce. He is a bodyguard, a professional bodyguard who protects a lot of important rich type people. But this one job, his man, got taken out, got assassinated on his watch. Many different reasons how and why this could happen, but it ruins his career. He's now on the bottom of the bodyguard list until he winds up in a situation where he has to now bodyguard a hitman. And not just any hitman, but the hitman who's been responsible for a lot of the killings of the people that he previously protected. Darius, played by Sam Jackson. Now you get Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson together, you're going to have craziness. And that's what this movie was. It was craziness. And I was there for every bit of it. I enjoyed it. I had so much fun watching The Hitman's Bodyguard. Once again, when I was saying how long it took me to watch this movie, it's really because of Ryan Reynolds and Sam Jackson. You could have told me that just one of these characters were one of these actors, and I would have been interested. I would have wanted to see it. But you get the two of them together. I don't think they've ever acted before, especially in a buddy scenario like this. And so it was just as good, just as much gold as you would expect and want from these two. I lost count. I tried to keep count, but around like 12, I lost count of how many times Sam Jackson says motherfucker. In fact, if you go on YouTube and type in Sam Jackson motherfucker compilation of all of the movies that he said motherfucker in, it's insane. It's over 200 easy. This movie, though, it's Sam Jackson having a ball, having a blast. Yeah, he's a hitman. Yeah, he's a killer. Yeah, he's willing and able to do some messed up things and kill a lot of people. But he's just having a good time. I mean, Sam Jackson himself seems like he's having a blast. I've never seen this guy laugh and be so jovial, at least not in a good while. So this was fun to see him do. Him and Ryan Reynolds have that chemistry because they're constantly backing off of each other, just going back and forth and trading one-liners. Who knows how much of this stuff was improvised? You know, Sam Jackson can go toe-to-toe, and Ryan Reynolds, of course. This guy has made a living, has made some of his best movies on improving, and it's Ryan Reynolds. It's Deadpool and Nick Fury. That's the type of dynamic that you pretty much get. Some of the other characters, Selma Hayek plays Sam Jackson's wife, Sonia, and she too, I mean, first of all, Selma Hayek is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. She is like over 50 years old, and she looks like a queen, a goddess still. And I don't want to just talk about her looks, because it's like, why is it when it comes to women, the first thing is you bring up their looks? I couldn't help but just admire how beautiful this woman was. But her character, it was nice to see her with an edge. It was nice to see her not give a fuck and swear just as much as Sam Jackson does. You can totally buy her as the woman that can not only hold him down, but keep him in check, and maybe even has him afraid of her. You know, the scenes of how her and Sam Jackson meet, and how what they consider to be romantic is quite hilarious. I need to mention how much I laughed, and I'm talking about belly laughed out loud throughout this film. I need to mention that because there's been so many comedy films over the last few years, maybe 10 years or so, where the comedies just, they suck, because whether you want to blame the political correctness, people being too sensitive, and so now comedies can't push the envelope like I would like to see them do. Like, I'm okay with them being able to do, if it's funny, if it works, if it will make me laugh under the right circumstances. And I know, I get it, it's hard. You're gonna piss somebody off, but I couldn't get enough of the type of R-rated material that you're dealing with here. The action scenes too are very good. There's a lot of blood and death and people getting shot in the head and all of that, if that's what you're here for as well. Oleti Young plays Amelia. She is the ex of Ryan Reynolds. He was in love with her and they broke up for reasons. And I like this actress. I do. She played Elektra in the Daredevil Netflix show, so she gets a plus there. But also, it was nice to see her play somebody who was complicated. Her relationship with Ryan Reynolds is very complicated. There are times where you think she's being a flat-out bitch. But the more that things are revealed, the more that you see why she feels the way that she feels, or why she treats Ryan Reynolds like that, actually does make some sense. The main villain, Vladislav, is played by Gary Oldman. Is Gary Oldman not the most chameleon of an actor that you've ever seen? Here's a guy who every time you see him in every movie, he changes. He's never the same character twice. He's always, the Russian accent that he puts on here, and look, he doesn't get a lot of comedic stuff to do, and maybe it would have been nice to see him play a little more comedy, but he does what he does best, and that's just playing a flat-out villain, an evil person that does some evil things, and he's the foe. He's just the person that wants Sam Jackson dead and is the opposition. So, in that case, he fills that role. But overall, yeah, I enjoyed this film so much. I can't wait to buy it. I can't believe I don't already own it. I can't believe I didn't see it when it came out. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the Hitman's Bodyguard? Do you like it as much as I do? Did you have a blast? Did you love it? Or have you not seen this movie? If you haven't, definitely check it out. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!